Sounds of Unity Band. Good morning, Unity San Francisco. How are you? If you are downstairs, the question of the hour is always, why? The party's over here. We have some interesting walking music for you today. So this is your official get your butt upstairs notice. Service is going to begin soon. So come on up, come on up, come on up. Next slide, please. Do we have any Bee Gees fans in the house? Well, you know I can't leave anything alone, so we changed it. Just made it a little more us. But hopefully still stay true to what Robin and Barry intended when they wrote it. So come on up and listen to us.
I see the glory of the morning sun. I feel the touch of the pouring rain. And the moment that the feeling I wanna feel him all over again. If I find to me on a summer breeze, keeps me warm with the love as it softly leaves. And it's me who needs to know how deep is the love. How deep is the love? How deep is the love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of rules, breaking us down when we all should let it be. We belong to you and me. I believe in love. It is the door to my very soul. It's the light in my deepest, darkest hour. It's my savior when I fall. And you may not think I can care for you. If you look down inside, you'll see that I do. And it's me who needs to know how deep is the love. The love, how deep is the love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of rules, breaking us down when we all should let it be. We belong to you and And you may not think I can care for you. If you look down inside, you'll see that I do. And it's me who needs to know how deep is the love. Is your love? How deep is the love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of rules, breaking us down when we all should let it be. We belong to you and me. So love, how deep is the love? How deep is the love? How deep is the love?
How deep is the love? And the answer is it is limitless, bottomless, infinite. Yes? Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. If today you're out running the marathon, apparently half of our audience is out running the marathon, or our warnings about traffic kept everybody away. It is the last Sunday of July. Can you believe it? Woo! Yes? Yay? Yay. Yay. Okay, so welcome to everybody online. If you're watching us from home or all around the world or around the country, my name is Reverend Ken Daigle. I have the pleasure of being the senior minister here. And welcome to all of you who are coming into the room here. We are delighted to have you with us. And let's start today by going directly into prayer. Unity was founded on the power of prayer to change our lives, right? So let's take this moment and breathe into the very center of our being. I invite you to let the chair you're sitting in hold you completely, releasing all and any tension. To notice that there's more than enough air in the room for you to take all you need. And then to release what you don't need. Right here and right now, we hold this moment, this precious gift of time and space. And in this moment, lies all possibility. Not some, not just a few, but infinite and all possible good. So breathe into that. Breathe into the understanding and knowing that everything that your heart desires is available within you and everywhere around you. That the wholeness of God is at work right here and right now. And take another deep breath and give thanks. Give thanks for the good manifesting in your life right now. Give thanks for the good in your heart, in your family, in your friends, in this amazing world. And know that as we give thanks, we multiply our good. We multiply the energy of love, of life, of sustenance and substance. Today, we give thanks. We have no complaints. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. Welcome to everybody who's just arriving. Welcome into the sanctuary, and thanks for holding for our prayer. It helps us create that prayer space. And another good reason to be here with us on Sunday is to shift consciousness, is to shift the consciousness from things are happening to me to things are happening for me, or even better, things are happening by me. We are here to be the change and the catalyst for an awakened world. And with that, I'm going to invite Tyler. Oh, no, actually, we have another song. I'm wrong. Oh, yes, thank you. I'm going to invite Callie Carvajal up on platform to start it off with a bang.
Tyler, you could do this. Yeah. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you we're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it. Hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. But whether I'm a rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, a cinder or a shiny apple of my eye, I've gotta fly once, I've gotta try once, only can bite once, right, sir? Ooh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see, I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Got an impression to make. This is the chance I must take. Hello, world. Here I am. How much my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, at least turn it back, sir. At least I didn't fake it. Hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody
Wow, what a way to start the morning. It is a beautiful day in my consciousness. Thank you, Callie Carvajal, for that opening song. Woo! Brightness and sunshine from within to without, right? You know, here at Unity San Francisco, we practice holding ideas in mind over time. We hold these ideas, we hold them to be truths that are self-evident, but then we give themes to the year, like this year we have declared is our year of influence. Now, Unity San Francisco has been here for 105 years, teaching new thought. The divinity is already within us, having classes, having Sunday services, having music every Sunday for 105 years. But this year is our year of influence. And that not only is just influence with the social media that our office is involved with Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. It's not just that. It is the influence that Unity San Francisco has, the teaching on our lives. It has changed my life to be mindful, to practice meditation, to practice getting quiet, practicing time sitting in the stillness. And all of that leads to the revealing of the divinity that was already within me. Then I also have a little realm of influence that it influences those around me. So Unity San Francisco has an influence, and all of you are part of this year of influence for Unity San Francisco. So I want to say thank you for being here. I forgot to say my name is Tyler Kruger. I'm one of your prayer chaplains. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Another concept that we've been working on is unapologetically inclusive. So we practice this affirmation. I practice holding this idea in mind. It doesn't mean that the world is perfect. It means that I'm striving toward a standard of living that is inclusive of other people. So we have an affirmation, and I'm going to say it once, and then I invite you to say this with me. I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we know this together? I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. And so it is. I want to draw your attention to the Sunday Bulletin. If you don't already have one, please raise your hand, and one of our beautiful ushers will bring you a Sunday Bulletin. And inside is the Spiritual Connection card. And whether you're here for the first time or you've been here hundreds of times, I invite you to fill out the Spiritual Connection card. Let us know who you are and how you find out about Unity San Francisco. We're going to return to the Spiritual Connection card a little bit later in our service when we set our intentions for the week. And if you're a first-time guest, we'd love to give you a little gift if you're here in the sanctuary. We have gifts here in the foyer. If you're viewing with us online, the Spiritual Connection card is where you let us know that you're a first-time guest. If you're online, there's a link in the chat for Spiritual Connection card. And just click First-Time Guest. We'd love to send you a little gift electronically. Now, as I mentioned, we at Unity San Francisco, we practice meditation, visualization, taking personal responsibility. Ken mentioned the world not happening to me, but by me and through me. So we practice these ideas in meditation. There's a variety of meditation opportunities. One of them is every Sunday morning right here in the sanctuary and on Zoom. 10:15 is the Sunday morning sound meditation led by one of the prayer chaplains. And then we also have a Monday through Friday noontime meditation, just 15 minutes. That's on Zoom. You go to the website, you click the Zoom link, you join us Monday through Friday for a quick little reboot for recentering and regrounding throughout the week. But then, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you go to our website or you go to our YouTube page and search Unity San Francisco, and we are so proud to have a library that has been curated, a library of meditations, of inspirational songs and music, of inspirational Sunday talks, all there for you to have that recentering, that regrounding, or that pick-me-up that you may need throughout the week. So join us on our website and on YouTube. Now, we're going to be having a community song, but I want to invite all of you that are viewing with us live online. If you're viewing on YouTube, go to the website, go to the Zoom room, join us in the Zoom room, because right after this community song, we have our interactive meet and greet. But for now, I invite you to stand. Stand as you're willing and able. Let's sing together. I release and I let go.
Does it seem nowadays that nothing goes your way and things just never turn out right? Like no matter what you do, it never works for you.
calling to you. All you gotta do is open up your heart. Now stop and just breathe in. Quit that stinking thinking. Know that you have been abundantly provisioned. Trust and believe that you can receive it. Affirm this with me and say, I release and I let go, go, go. I release and I let go, go, go. I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God.
I'm only here for God.
I release and I let go, go, go. I release and I let go, go, go. I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for
Yes,
God.
I'm only here for God.
I release and I let go.
Go,
I release and I let go.
go.
I release and I let go. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife, no more trauma in my life. All that pain I left behind. Oh yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for.
Yes, I'm only here for
Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes. We have reached our time of interactive meet and greet. Please greet your neighbor with a handshake or a hug. Please say hello to our international online community. Happy Sunday. Go, go. Go, go. Oh, yes, I'm
Hey,
only
online
here for
family.
God.
Good to see you. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Nancy.
Hello, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everybody. So good to see you. All right, we're gonna have a little more time for hospitality after service, and we're gonna turn our attention back to Ken on the stage.
To say hi to everybody yet, there'll be an opportunity after service, and we have some great hospitality going on downstairs too. Lots of great food and lots of good fun. Thank you, guys. It was wonderful. Thank you. I haven't heard that in a while, Misa. It's great to have your version of I Release back in the house. So I have been away on a writing sabbatical. I mean, I've been here on a couple Sundays, but during the week, all I've been doing is writing. Unity is publishing my new book. Its working title is called, it's called Abundant Living. And it is all about the process of manifestation. And what's really exciting, and in all the research I've been doing, is neuroscience and social sciences are now agreeing what Unity has taught for years. It's our thoughts and in our feeling nature. That's how we create in the world. The energy of thoughts, the energy of our emotions, combined with direct purpose in life, can manifest into miraculous things. And one of the things that is empowering and confronting about it is if you look at your life right now, Whatever's going on in your life right now, you have manifested it. This is, on some level, a reflection of your thinking, a reflection of what you have, actions you have taken. And while that is not to blame you, it is actually a moment to understand that you hold the power to changing it as well, to shifting it, and to moving into something bigger. So I invite you to join us on this journey. I'm going to do a 10-week class, and the writing for the class is going to be the book. So I really have to get to work. I've written about half of the book, maybe just under half of the book is all ready to go. And Melissa Karam has been working with me, and we're going to have it all ready to go on August 26th. Yep. So, well, at least the first chapter will be ready to go on August 26th. And we're going to study it for 10 weeks. So I invite you to sign up today. It is a in-depth, advanced prosperity course, which means it's a tithing course. And if that scares you, good, because it is the way to change your ideas around money and finances and your inherent worth. If you have any questions, I'll be here today. You can write me online and see David as well. The sign-up is on our website. Now I'm going to invite Misa to come on up as we talk about my subject today, change.
Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone must change. No one stays the same. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Winter turns to spring, and a wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. Everything must change. The young become the old, mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from clouds, the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Rain from clouds, sun in the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Everything must change.
Miss Misa Malone. Whew. Change. I set this talk title months ago. This isn't working, so I'm going to just put it down and let you guys drive. Who wants to take the wheel? Here's a change, right? Let's change this. I set this talk title months ago, and then life just happened. So it's been a very boring week. There's nothing that has changed in our nation this past week. So I guess I'm losing that power to create change by just naming my talks. There's been miraculous changes in the world. Have there been miraculous changes in your life? How do you navigate them? Right? The changes aren't always things that we want. The changes in our political landscape aren't always good, as we well know. And it may not be what our heart desires. We all are a day older than we were yesterday. Does that mean something when you're 6 or 5, as my little one downstairs can't wait till he can be 21 so he can watch, right? He goes, when am I going to be 21? When am I going to be 21? When am I going to be 21? The constant refrain. And we are like, oh, here comes another birthday, right? I am another year older. When am I going to get Medicare? When am I going to retire, right? And so everything changes. Even the slides behind us change before we know it. And it's okay. It's okay. So sometimes the map looks like this. We don't have any labels for the stop we're supposed to get off on. I'm supposed to be on this path, and it can be daunting and confusing and can frustrate us beyond measure. How many people have been frustrated by things changing in their lives, right? Whew. How many people have gotten through it? Yay, right? So if we just pause for a second, we can find out how to navigate the change. Because the wisdom we need exists within us. It's one of my favorite sayings. Everything you need already exists within you. Everything you need look no further than your own back door. Backyard, right? The story of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, that she didn't have to go on this journey. She didn't have to go through all of these troubles and travails. Everything she needed was right at hand. But frequently, we don't do that because we think, and the world teaches us sometimes, how difficult things. There are so many quotes about change. I just thought I'd share some of them with you now. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional, right? The more things change, the more they stay the same, right? Oh, everyone wants to grow. No one wants to change. One of my favorites. right? This is especially true in church land. I can't tell you how many people come and go, Reverend Ken, how are we going to grow the church? I said, well, we may have to let go of meet and greet. No, we can't do that. Reverend Ken, how are we going to change the church? Well, we may have to change up the music. But I love the peace song. Reverend Ken, how are we going to grow? What are you going to do to grow the church? I say, we have to be more welcoming and inclusive and notice when people are here. And there is resistance to giving up what we think is special and unique. But if, another quote, nothing changes, nothing changes. Oh, this is a great one. Make America great again. That is change. Was America ever great? Is it great now? But it is a call for change. Next one. Ooh, change is the only constant. Whoa. Next one. Not going back. That's my new favorite one. Not going back. Not going back to when gay marriage was not legal. Not going back to when segregation was the law of the land. Not going back. Hello. Whoa. Change. Change is upon us. Okay, here we are. Not going back. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Albert Einstein. And everything must change, as Misa just taught us. So all of that is so confusing. They're contradictory. They don't make sense next to each other. So navigating change is about our own internal understanding that nothing is permanent, and nothing is as it appears. There's an ancient Chinese story that goes like this. A farmer was out working his fields, and his horse, his prized horse, bolted from the corral and ran off. All of his friends and neighbors came around and said to him, "Oh my God, this is horrible news. How are you ever going to manage your beautiful farm without a horse? It was such a backbone of all the work you did. If this is so bad." And the farmer looked at them and he said, "Maybe good, maybe bad. We don't know." So the next day he takes his ox out and he's working the farm again. And the horse comes back with 4 other wild stallions that it found out in the fields. And he brought them back in and put them in the corral. And now the farmer had 5 horses instead of 1. And the neighbors rush over and they say to the farmer, "You are the most fortunate man in the world. How lucky and prosperous you are. Wow, now you have 5 horses. You are the richest man in the village. This is so good." And the farmer looked at them and said, "Maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see." So the next week, his eldest son started trying to tame these wild horses and get them to be able to do the farm work. So he was on one of the stallions that the horse had brought back, and he was kicked off, bucked by the stallion, fell on the ground and broke his leg. And the neighbors came over and go, "You are just filled with misfortune this week, aren't you? So now your son, who was helping you do all this work, is no longer able to help you. And your son now is lame. How bad is that?" And the farmer said, "Maybe bad, maybe good. We'll see." That next week, the army came through, finding conscriptions for the military. And they took all the eldest sons from all of the village families and made them forcibly to enter into the military of the regime. But they didn't take the farmer's son because he had a broken leg. And once again, the villagers rushed around and said to him, "You are so fortunate that your son broke his leg." And the farmer said, "Maybe good, may be bad. We'll see. We spend so much time and energy labeling things good or bad. Shakespeare said, there is nothing good or bad in the world, but thinking makes it so. While this story is powerful, it also has an intrinsic lesson for us in that navigation, is patience. And in the moment, to try and find the way to navigate through our map, through our world. Next slide. For when we are faced with an upside-down world, when we're faced with things we can't understand, it's also the opportunity to lean in, to search for the way through, to search and wait for the good. Change may be inevitable, but how we respond to it, that's the key. It's a song. Did George Benson write it? Yeah. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. That's the way of time. In the midst of it, we may want to kick and scream and have a tantrum like my 5-year-old does. And many of us still do. We just don't call them tantrums when we're adults. But they are, right? They are. We say, let's have a drink. Or we shut ourselves off and watch Netflix till 4 and 5 in the morning. They're called coping mechanisms when you're not a 5-year-old, right? Navigating change, though, there's another spiritual path through it. Is to feel all of your feelings. That doesn't mean to act out. It means to feel them, to understand that I am grieving something, that as losing, something is shifting, and I'm grieving something. Grief is a natural response to loss. But even in New Thought, or especially in New Thought, we often hear, well, don't think that way. Just look on the bright side, Just put on a happy face. Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy. I'm going to chase all the cares. No? And nobody? Okay. Shout hallelujah. Come on, get happy. What if the way through it was to cry? Was to really just cry and allow yourself to accept the new normal, the new reality. I've shared before, and I'm going to share it again, because it came up in my writing this week. A good friend of mine at Unity Village was another minister, and she had a rare form of dwarfism. Her name was Reverend Joy Weiler. She passed away last year. And she stood about 3'3". 3'3". She was a lawyer, a children's advocate, an ordained minister, and a fierce mountain of a woman. But she said to me one day, she goes, Ken, no amount of affirmation is going to make me 6 foot tall. And she had a blog called Radical Wholeness. Radical wholeness, that I am whole and perfect exactly as I am, all 3'6" of me, right? And that concept is important for all of us, because all of us have something. Well, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds. I'll start running when. I'll start exercising when. I'll start letting go of that resentment when? That's a good question. When are we going to do this? Now is the only time we have. So navigating change is radical presence. We are fully present to what is. The grief we feel, the joy we feel in change, the questions the unknown, and stepping into the radical wholeness of now, we get to experience the infinite possibility. Now, this present moment, when you're thinking and looking at me and wondering, is the only way we can understand eternity. Stay in the now. Don't think about when I'm going to stop talking, because I'll just keep talking. Stay in the now. Don't think about what you're going to do after church. Stay in the now. Think about where your mind is right now. Are you with us? Or are you drifting off somewhere? Right here and right now. Ignore the phones going off. Right here and right now. Listen to your own heartbeat, for in it is the wisdom you need, we all need, to make the world a better place and to make our lives whole and complete. This is how we navigate change. By not paying attention to the future, by paying attention to the now. Maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. Let's take that to our time of meditation. I'm going to invite the music team up. I'm going to invite you to get comfortable in your seats, to let it all go, and to spend this time in the here and now. Take a deep breath, if you would, and notice where you're holding yourself up, sitting up straight or not, where you're holding on to some tension. Is there some way you could let the chair hold you more instead of you holding you? Is there some way that you can let the music pass through you? Is there some way that you can let your breath find its perfect rhythm? Release and let go. Release and let this wholeness that you are, the radical wholeness that you are, take hold of your being.
I am open to the possibility. I am open to the possibility of a life that is meant to be lived by me. I don't have all the answers now, but I'm willing to take it slow. I believe something's calling me where the path will lead. I don't know. I am open to the possibility. I am open to the possibility of a life that is meant to be lived by me. Open, open, open.
Taking a deep breath and a deep exhale, we open to the infinite possibilities of now. Letting go of what we think should be. We open to what is and what is waiting to be birthed. Eckhart Tolle said, the only way out of the mud when you're stuck in it is through it. You must acknowledge you are stuck in the mud to get out of it. So we acknowledge right here and right now in this meditation where we have habitualized our thinking, where we have habitualized our behaviors, where we are stuck in patterns that keep us small and limited. And we open in this moment to the infinite possibility, longing to press open our shell, to crack us from the inside so that something new can grow. Something new can take root. Here in the stillness, in the darkness of this meditation, we are the seed waiting to burst forth. Right here and right now in the silence, notice what you're wanting to break open in your life. Don't know what this seed is going to bring forth. I can't know the journey that lies ahead. But I can know that this is mine to do. This seed has been planted in my soul. It is up to me to nurture, to water, and to protect. In this moment, I invite you to take care of that seed and that seedling, for it is your vibrant future. It is the good waiting to blossom in your life. It is the plant that will provide, the tree that will shelter you, and the love that will prosper you. Right here and now, we enter the mystery. We enter the mystery of what will be.
I am open to the possibility. I am open to the the possibility of a life that is meant to be lived by me. There's an open road as far as I can see, and my heart will lead the way. Step by step through the mystery, I surrender every day. I am open to the possibility. I am open to the possibility of a life that is meant to be lived by me. I am open. I am open. I am open.
Namaste.
Thank you to music team. Thank you, Reverend Ken, for this beautiful space that we've all helped create, this atmosphere in the room, this place of inner reflection and inner knowing. I want to draw your attention back to the Sunday Bulletin again, to that spiritual connection card. If you're viewing with us online, you click the link in the chat for a spiritual connection card. But what we do a lot is that every week we take a moment of inspiration and we say, how can I set my intention for the week going forward? So these are just some suggested phrases, and I'm going to ask you to look at the connection card and see if any of these phrases ring true for you. They say, that is my voice. So I invite myself to also look at these phrases. This week I choose to set clear intentions for my life. This week I choose to keep my focus in the present moment. Let me catch myself when I slip off, when I go asleep again, and let me remember to keep my focus in the present moment. This week, I see everyone and everything as allies, and let me catch myself when I'm not doing that one too. In the moments of change, let me choose to keep open my heart and mind to love. This week, as I go through changes that life may bring, setting my intention right now. We're going to drop this in the offering basket. There's also a space here at the bottom for you to write a note to Reverend Ken, or to write your own affirmation, or to write a prayer request. This goes in the offering basket in just a few moments. What Reverend Ken does is he reads these throughout the week, and he says he agrees with you that as you have affirmed this good in your life, he agrees it is true for you, and so it is. So it's a tool for the power of agreement as well. Another thing that we do here at Unity San Francisco is that we teach giving our awareness, our consciousness to our time, our talent, and our treasure. That as I become aware that the divinity is already within me, that I'm not living in lack, but I'm actually living in an overflow of abundance, I can choose to look around in the world and say, where can I give of my time and my talents? Where can I volunteer? And when I go to volunteer, do that with a knowingness and a joy and a power of the divinity that is within me. Then we also teach that when we give of our treasure, Unity San Francisco has been here for 105 years, 100% donation supported Unity San Francisco teaching self-awareness, mindfulness, meditation, taking personal responsibility for our lives. So when you give to Unity San Francisco, we ask you to do that with joy. There's a variety of ways to give. There's a QR code on the screen. The QR code is in the bulletin in front of you. There's also a white envelope in the chair seat in front of you if you want to give that way. You can also send a check using the United States Postal Service to sending us checks here at our personal spiritual home at 240 Page Street. Variety of ways to give. If you're viewing with us live online, click the donation link in the chat. Thank you for giving to Unity San Francisco. We always anchor our time of giving with an affirmation, and the ushers are coming forward with the baskets. I'm going to say this affirmation once, and then I invite you to say this affirmation with me. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Can we know this together? I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. And so it is.
So we have a chant to anchor what we're learning today. This one is new, right? It's simple though, okay? So as you hear it, just join in with us, okay? All right? Power of agreement. Yes. All right, here we go. It ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. Oh yeah. It ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. It ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. Oh yeah, it ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. It ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. Oh yeah, it ain't ever gonna change until we make a change. Then everything will change. Change. Woo! Powerful.
Is great.
Come on, babies.
Okay, here we go. My leg went to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So David led our kids program today. We have a microphone for David. Let's tell him what.
Okay.
That's Mises.
Well, does anybody know what the third principle is? Thoughts become things.
All right.
So we demonstrated that, and we made something in our mind that we wanted to create, and we made it out of Play-Doh, and then we talked about gratitude. And what did you make? Okay.
You made an eyeball.
She made an eyeball. Why, Rosalie? Why did you make an eyeball?
You made colors, right? You made a color that you
No, I
wanted
made
to have.
art.
So it's David's phone that's been going off the whole time.
Eye drops.
Yeah. All right, so we have a blessing for the children. It's you are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. And if I can say that while my son is driving me crazy underneath my feet and putting his head up my shirt, I think we can all say that for all the world's children, right? Let's together. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, can you take Joshua?
All right, Unity San Francisco, 105 years, which has included classes, book clubs, Sunday services, music teams, and all of these events and activities.
So a little bit of practicality around this. We know it started in 1919. Unity San Francisco started in 1919 in the month of July.
Okay.
And that's as specific as we have.
In the month of July.
Yes. Started in 1919. So happy birthday, Unity
Yes,
San Francisco.
Happy anniversary, happy birthday.
When we celebrated our centennial, 100 years, we celebrated it on the last Sunday of July because we needed some time to get this building ready.
yes,
We did a
yes,
surprise to everybody and moved into this building that day. Surprise! So, yeah.
Well, one of the things that we're proud of is our affinity groups. We have a variety of groups that you can come and get involved. One of them that's coming up on August 7th is the Gay Men's Spirituality Group, but we also have on the 13th Spiritually Feminine. We have an LGBTQ plus elder resource group. And just check your bulletin, check the website, come and hang out with us in our affinity groups. They're really fun.
Yeah. Next slide. Oh, August 11th. So not this next Sunday. Next Sunday we'll have services here.
Yes.
But then the Sunday after that, it will be online only because we are leveling the floor in there. It used to be that was the front and where we're standing was an organ. So the floor is sloped towards that as front. So we're going to fix that finally. And so the crew needs 2 weeks to do that. So August 11th, mark your calendars. Don't show up here, because there'll be no seats, unless you want to just sit on the hardwood floor. So other than that, that's the date.
Yes.
Remember,
So
what date is that?
August 11th.
Thank you.
Live stream
online.
only.
We look for you.
Yes, yes. We're also partnering with Urban Angels SF. This is Nelson Berry. He's the founder of Urban Angels SF, one of our members. This is the final Sunday for this fundraiser, Backpacks of Love School Supply Drive, in collaboration with Urban Angels. We're collecting money so that all of these kids that are at homeless shelters that have their needs to go back to school will be receiving a fresh new backpack with school supplies, courtesy of Urban Angels and courtesy of Unity San Francisco. Thank you all for being involved.
Yay. And the prayer chaplains are here to pray with you after today. So prayer chaplains will be here in the prayer chaplain corner and around the room to pray with you. And online, you can put in a prayer request. Yes. And we will hold you in prayer. The music team's going to come up, and I invite you all to stand as you're able or stand in your mind if you're at home or here in the room, and make a joyful
together.
noise.
Yes.
Let's go, Joshua. Come on.
I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible, and I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible.
affirmations of our spiritual practices. This should say spiritual affirmations, but it'll be next week. So the first one is, I know where I am going.
I know where I am going.
I am focused here and now.
I am focused here and now.
I know life is working for me.
I know life is working for me.
And I love wastefully.
I love wastefully. And so it is. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. Just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. Hey, hey. Just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Woo!
Happy Sunday.
I expect a miracle. I expect a miracle. I expect a miracle. I expect a miracle. Every day. 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 Every day.
Hello, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Detroit.
Hi, I'm Jairo.
Have a wonderful day.
Beautiful day, thank you. Yes, tomorrow. Not kidding, not kidding. Hi, have a wonderful day.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Kate, Emmy, Stacy, so nice to see you all. So nice to see you. Pardon?
Oh, JD. Hi, JD. Right there.
Oh, JD. Initials. There you go.
Hi, everybody. How are
Hello.
you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody.